The topic of this presentation is estimating costs and resources. I'm Norma Galilea López Fraijo. I'm from the group A5A. I'm studying industrial engineering, and this class is project management. First of all, what is cost estimation? Cost estimation in project management is the process of forecasting the cost and other resources needed to complete a project within a defined scope. Cost estimation accounts for each element required for the project and calculates a total amount that determines the project's budget. Then we have the principles of cost estimation. The principle 1 says that cost estimation is used to predict the quantity, cost, and price of the resources required by the scope of a project. The principle 2 says cost estimation is needed to provide decision makers with the means to make investment decisions, choose between alternatives, and set up the budget during the front and end of the projects. The principle 3 says that estimating is done by breaking down the total scope of a project in manageable parts, to which resources can be assigned and cost. And finally, the principle 4 says a cost estimate is more than a list of costs. It also includes a detailed basis of estimate report that describes the assumptions, inclusions, exclusions, accuracy, and other aspects that are needed to interpret the total project cost. But why is cost estimation important? As a project manager, cost estimation is important for planning because it can help you maintain your budget, improve profit margins, and prevent overspending. Now we have the cost estimating methods. The parametric estimating method involves using historical data to determine the cost of each part of the endeavor. The analogous estimating method combines historical data and expert judgment to anticipate the cost of a project. 3-point estimating. When using the 3-point estimating method, you can develop the optimistic state, the pessimistic state, and the most likely state. Top-down estimating. In the top-down estimating method, you determine the total cost of a project and separate the cost into smaller categories. The bottom-up estimating. Bottom-up estimating, also known as detail or engineering estimating, is the opposite of the top-down method. Project Management Information System. The Project Management Information System is a technique used as specialized software to manage the steps of your plan. Delphi method. With the Delphi method, a group of experts submits their predictions for the cost of a project, and a mediator analyzes their responses until they can reach an agreement. Decision making. The decision-making model considers every team member's opinion, meaning the employees vote for the cost estimating figure. Vendor bid analysis. Vendor bid analysis may be beneficial for projects requiring vendors use exclusively. Reserve analysis. The reserve analysis technique accounts for challenges that may occur when executing the project. Expert judgment. By receiving expert assistance, your team can resolve interpersonal conflict and select the best estimating method for your endeavors. What is resource estimation? Resource estimation is a technique of assessing the type and number of resources required for an upcoming project. For example, these resources can be human labor, materials, tools, equipment, supplies, machinery, etc. What is the importance of resource estimation? Since resources are the ones that make the project successful, their productivity determines the timely delivery of the project. For instance, poorly executed resource estimation will lead to improper resource allocation. It will, in turn, result in suboptimal resource productivity, thus leading to compromised results, client dissatisfaction, and project overruns. Ways to estimate resources. Expert judgment helps you when you're stuck at some point and need guidance or advice. Analogous estimating is done when you don't have much input on the current project. Parametric estimating. Statistical techniques are used to calculate the cost, duration, or resources based on earlier project data. Bottom-up estimating. The bottom-up method of resource estimation involves analysis done at a granular level. Alternative analysis. Alternative analysis means figuring out alternative types of resources, skill sets, equipment, etc. Steps involved in resource estimation. Number 1, evaluate WBS and activity list. 2, estimate the resource requirements. 3, provide a heads up to the resource manager. 4. Identify resource availability. 5. Identify shortfall or excess of resources. 6. Hire or retrain resources as needed. 7. Explore contingent resources of short-term opportunities. To conclude this topic, we can say that cost estimation in project management is an essential concept for assuring the project's success. Therefore, no matter the size of your company, you should always use effective cost estimation processes to avoid any surprise costs. However, remember to use the proper techniques and the right tools for automating your processes. Also, resource estimation not only helps in determining the resource requirements for pipeline projects, but it also helps in identifying the resource costs, project duration, and risks associated with the projects. In a nutshell, resource estimation can help project managers calculate different aspects of future projects.